So to measure the density of substances, and because they're irregular, even though they look perfect, we use this method where we get the volume change to work out what the volume is. And so the measuring cylinder with water has this mass, and the uncertainty is the smallest increment. So at the moment, it's we tare it, so it's 0 plus or minus the smallest increment. And then we can see also what the initial volume is on the measuring cylinder, and that's analog, it's a scale. So we use half the smallest increment because we read it to half the smallest increment, and plus or minus that. Then we put the mass in there, we can see the volume, the mass change. And so that has another plus or minus the smallest increment. So the total is double that, and that's your mass with the uncertainty. And we can also do that as a percentage, which will be useful later. And then we also can look at the volume again, and we can see that the volume has gone up, and that's an uncertainty of half the smallest increment. And we minus that. So when we plus or minus, we add uncertainties. So that's the volume and increment. So density is just the amount of mass per volume. So it's just mass divided by volume. And when we do times and divide calculations, your percentage uncertainties must be added, not your absolute uncertainties. And so if we add those percentage uncertainties, we get this. We get the density is this. Always do it to, when you're finished, always convert those percentages back to an absolute number and one significant figure. And that's your final answer. And by the way, AI can't really do it. It has a few errors in there. So this one's perplexity. Sort of got there, but couldn't do the uncertainty for the mass properly and do the final figures to one sig fig. ChatGPT was a lot worse, but when I gave it a little bit more help, it actually got quite close. Did add the percentage uncertainties, but didn't, and did do it to one sig fig, but got the way to do mass wrong. Okay.